Hi everyone, welcome back to One Stop Live. I'm Didi from One Stop Warehouse and I'm here with Tim from One Stop Warehouse. Last week we had Jefferson from Solis talking us through the new range of residential inverter and CNI. Today we would like to welcome Victor Chen from Alpha ESS. Victor will talk about some exciting update on the company and much more.
So, a little bit about our guest Victor. He graduated from the University of New South Wales and majored in solar and renewable energy engineering. With 5 years of experience in the solar industry, he joined Alpha ESS in 2018 and moved to Australia in 2019. So, let's play our intro. Hi Victor, welcome. Great to see you.
Great to see you too, Tim and Diddy. How are you?
Doing very well.
Yeah, well, we are pre-recording the show today because Queensland, actually Brisbane, just went on a 3 days lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very sad. And Victor, I believe you're in hotel lockdown at the moment because you just came back from China.
I am. I actually am. I'm in Mascot, the quarantine hotel at the moment, but I'll be free tomorrow. So fingers crossed that'll go.
And I believe there's a nice story behind why you came back from China.
Oh, absolutely. Me and my wife, we gave birth to our newborn baby girl back in China by the end of last year. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, I come back to Australia solo. Leave my wife and baby behind.
Congratulations, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
And so you've been in Australia only since 2019. That's not long ago.
Nah, actually I joined before that. I came to Australia back in 2009. I spent about 8 years in Australia after my graduation and time working in a local company. And then I went back to China, to get married with my wife, and then joined Alpha ESS back in China. Then I moved back to Australia in 2018, yeah.
Very cool.
And since then, Alpha has been growing exponentially.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not then, but even before that, we almost triple our growth every single year since 2015. Yeah, very impressive, eh?
It is, sir.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much about my story.
Our story is that we're going to be in lockdown for 3 days, and then hopefully we can enjoy the Easter holiday. Don't know.
Which would be lovely.
Oh my God, you'll enjoy your holiday during lockdown.
And my story is almost today is my first year in the solar industry, which is very exciting. So that's a bit of an anniversary for me.
Congratulations.
One-stop anniversary.
I
did mine actually not long ago. I think I did my 2 years with One Stop a couple of maybe days ago too.
Yeah. I reckon you guys are in the right industry and with the right company.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So tell us a little bit about Alpha. Let's say we don't know anything about Alpha ESS. Give us an overview.
Sure, no worries. Alpha ESS is an international company, and our core business will be energy storage system. The company was established back in 2012, and we came to Australia since 2014. Currently, we have 2 offices in Australia, one in New South Wales and one in South Australia. With the years of experience in this area, we have successfully become one of the top suppliers in Australia for energy storage sector. So that is a brief introduction for Alpha.
And you guys have given us some amazing shots from your customers. So we're going to just show a couple of shots of some installs. which look very tiny. And of course, you'll see instantly the advantage of these systems is that you see a battery and an inverter all in one.
Nice.
So they look very clean and neat on the side of any home.
That's right. Somebody call it a stormtrooper. With a classic white and black and white design, that's the people that look at it, and people love it because it not only fulfill the function, it also it's sexy to put them at home. Yeah,
it fits anywhere. Like white like that, it's pretty minimalistic look, like design. You can really put it even in your living room almost. Like it would be nice to have.
Yeah. You can even put them outside and put it, as part of the decor for the house. Yeah.
And Victor, what is, like, you guys have been around for a while, and what is the end goal for Alpha? What is the future looks like for us, for you guys?
Yeah. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, our core business is energy storage systems, and therefore the end goal for our company is slightly a bit different comparing to other companies in the industry. So we aim to become the foundation of the future energy industry. And we aim and we believe that future energy will be more spread out and democratic. Technologies like VPP or microgrids will make this possible. And batteries, which is our current core product, will build up to the foundation to these possibilities.
Okay. Victor, you mentioned VPP. How can our customers understand what VP is and how they can sell it to their customers?
Sure. This is actually a question that I have been explaining to customers for ages because, so VPP is a short term for virtual power plant. Just by saying the word virtual power plant, you'll understand that this is power plant that virtually exists, right? So with current power plants, coal-fired plants that generate electricity at one specific location and then distribute the electricity throughout the distribution network to houses. But there's a big problem with it, and that is the difference between the supply and demand. Because the coal-fired plant can only give away electricity at one certain power rating, but the need of electricity is flexible. So therefore, you'll see a very high electricity rate, the peak electricity rate, and then a very cheap off-peak rate or shorter rate, right? So VPP is the solutions to this. It's like a democratic electricity type. So each battery installed is potentially a power plant, and they will absorb energy from the grid when there's extra and punch electricity back to the grid when the grid is in need, right? And then each battery will help provide a dynamic control onto the grid. It is a perfect combination of existing electricity network and energy storage system.
Very cool.
So in the simple word, what's the advantage of for VPP? Why should people do in it?
Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, VPP will help provide services to the grid, absorb electricity from when it's need and, punch electricity back to the grid when the grid is in need. So this way, the service provided will be paid off. And so think about it more like an investment for the electricity, stock market. The batteries will not only cut your bills down, but at the same time provide you some extra cash, just by participating in, stabilizing the grid. How great is that, right?
It's very cool. So the homeowner actually becomes an energy trader. So they get to play with the big boys and make money on the market.
Exactly right. It's kind of a balancing between the homeowners and the big boys out there in the market. Yeah. And I watched the news last Friday on News 7 that, feeding solar electricity back directly to the grid might be charged in the near future. Yeah, because, solar electricity is generally provide an extra burden to the grid, and the grid company is not happy about it. So I would say,
poor babies.
Isn't this tax will be used to actually update the grid? to eventually let everyone have this VPP plan in place?
But with VPP, you can how to say still use the current grid instead of spend millions and billions of dollars upgrading it, and finally reach a point where you have dynamic balance. Yeah.
Okay.
So Victor, what are your thoughts about an all-in-one system versus separate systems? So what's good and bad about the two options?
That is actually a very, very good question. This has been in debate for a long time, and installers are still battling about it. So my personal opinion towards this is, so if you backtrack in time, and you'll see back in the days when I was in uni, we weren't even talk about batteries because we were very focused on the solar panels, and we worry about the efficiency of the solar panels and etc. An inverter simply is just a device that converts DC current into AC current, so that the solar electricity can be sent back to the grid. And when the concept of having an energy storage system was introduced, there are already many big inverter companies out there, right? And they will naturally think, just put a charger in the inverter and, you can call it a hybrid. And for batteries, that's simple. Just buy the battery from the market and get it over with. That's why you have the split type system in the first place. But in reality, that is generally not the case. The synchronization between the inverters to the batteries, the communications between them, there's so many aspects needs to take into consideration. And moreover, we have this future of VPP, the cooperation between the inverter are far more important than ever. So having inverters and batteries from one company will not only save you millions of times on site, explain to your customer and, especially after sale services.
Absolutely.
With, all-in-one systems, in case something goes wrong, you only have one company to talk to. But with separate systems, you'll need to talk to at least two companies. I'm not, name calling here, but think about the hassle you'll have to go through, right? I think the answer is very clear now.
For sure.
United we stand.
Exactly.
It's true. But even design-wise, different company, different look. If you have one battery, it looks like it's red, and the other one is another color.
Yeah. And also you will never have that stormtrooper look. With a split system because it's never all in one. That's the main difference.
Very good. And Victor, what's your vision on the future of Australian renewable energy?
Right. My vision towards the future of Australian renewable energy is very straightforward, to be honest. Energy storage system. Not only limited to batteries, not only limited to lithium batteries or lead acid batteries, there are also other forms of energy storage systems. That is the key to the future Australian renewable energy, and that's one thing that I know for sure. I come from a background where I studied renewable energy back in uni, and I spent a lot of time on solar panels, hydroelectricity, or wind power, etc. But the limitation of renewable energy is quite obvious, is that it can only generate at one specific location or one specific time. So if you would like to transfer that electricity throughout time, throughout locations, you'll need energy storage system as a carrier. Right? Sure. And that is pretty much why I joined Alpha ESS in the first place. I think this is the future.
It's very exciting. And we all know that sustainability is the thing that's going to drive our future to a better place. So it's great to hear your enthusiasm for it.
Thank you.
Are there any exciting new products coming out soon for Alpha? Something on the horizon that we can see?
Yeah, definitely there is. So first of all, the H30 commercial products that we launched with One Stop last year. Yep, that's the one. And it's now available for orders. So in case of the audiences weren't part of the launch, this is a product that could be on and off grid compatible, charge and discharge batteries at 30 kilowatt nominal power. And at the same time, the size of the battery is very flexible. If you do have any project at that power range, just give me a call or send me an email. I can do a project consultation for you over the phone. And another exciting product that will come out by the second half of this year will be our S6. Yeah, that's it. So it is going to be revolutionary again, comparing to our current Smart 5. But unfortunately, I'm not able to share more details with you.
Ooh, secrets. We like secrets.
Stay with One Stop. We'll release the product together as soon as we can.
Oh, looking forward to releasing a product. We love launching new products.
Yes. And we would love to share with you that Alpha ESS ranks some of the top brand PV in Australia, as based on the result of the survey from the EUPD research.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. And that is not only a rewards for Alpha ESS headquarter. It's pointed directly to Alpha ESS Australia. So I'm very, very proud of this.
You must. You're a small team too. Like, it's not like lots of you here in Australia, hey?
Yeah, we got roughly around 15 people here. Majority of them will be after sales, but only me as a salesperson. So, not a big team, but I think we provide a good services out there in general.
Fantastic, Victor. Well, thank you for joining us today and answering our questions. Thank you for giving us your vision for a future in sustainability. Thanks for showing us some amazing new products and for teaching us about VPP and the opportunities that has, not just for our customers selling your product, but for homeowners to make money by selling electricity back to the grid. So we appreciate that.
Sure. Thank you for having me here. And I'm very glad to share my vision and the aspect I, pointed to Australian renewable energy future.
There is hope.
There are. Yeah.
Well, thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. And Victor, of course, Alpha ESS have very kindly given us a video to watch to learn a little bit more about the company. So we're going to play that. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Bye.
Thank you.
The Alpha ESS is a complete energy storage solution that converts and stores your solar energy throughout the day, giving your home reliable and uninterrupted power 24 hours. During the daytime, the Alpha ESS will direct your solar energy to your household appliances as needed. In the event after the sun has set, your Alpha ESS then supplies your home with energy it's stored throughout the day. If more energy is produced by your solar panels than required, and your Alpha ESS is fully charged, the excess energy can be fed into the public power grid, earning you credits from your electricity retailer, which means maximum utilization of your solar panels. If your home is still reliant on the grid for additional power, in the instance of power outages, the built-in UPS functionality will instantly switch over to your home battery. With an Alpha ESS battery in your home, you're on the road to energy independence. That journey starts now.